Almost everyone recognizes a Disney princess when they see one. However, few people know that most Disney princess stories are rooted in folktale, with dramatic twists and rugged plots absent in the children's versions. The Tale of Snow White is a great example. In the original version, as Snow White is living with the dwarves, the evil queen in disguise tries to kill her 3 separate times, the last time by giving her the famous poison apple. In this version, the queen even eats one half to show she is trustworthy. The dwarves find her, believe her to be dead, and place her in a glass coffin, as in the Disney movie. However, she does not awaken with a kiss. The prince rattles the coffin, which causes a piece of apple to dislodge, waking her up. They get married, but their wedding is gruesome, as the queen is forced to dance in heated iron shoes until she drops dead. There are some other minor differences from the Disney movie. In some early versions, the queen is Snow White's biological mother. The original version also does not include names for the dwarves. They didn't get individual names until the 1912 Broadway play. Possibly the most disgusting detail of older versions of Snow White is the fact that her mother cooked and ate the lungs and liver which she believed to be her daughter's. There may be a reason Disney did not include this information. Another Disney fairy tale that is much different in its origin is Sleeping Beauty. In the Disney movie, she is called Aurora until she is forced by the curse of an evil witch to go live with her fairy godmothers in the woods, where she takes on the alias of Briar Rose. Her name is different in each version of folktale, but in the original, she never has to go in hiding at all. One thing every version of Sleeping Beauty has in common is the cursed spinning wheel. In the original, the king and queen outlaw spinning wheels, but this does not keep Sleeping Beauty from being tricked by the evil witch in disguise. Once she touches the spinning wheel, she falls seemingly dead, but because of a good witch's blessing, she is only in a deep slumber for 100 years, along with the other residents of the castle. Another version of this old tale includes a kiss and a secret marriage, which results in twins. The prince does not let his parents know he has a hidden family, and when his mother does find out, she attempts to eat his family because she is part ogre. Thankfully, when she almost has her chance, the prince comes back from war in time to save them. The big difference between Disney and the original comes with the prince. They are not betrothed in the early stories, but he travels through the woods and sees an abandoned castle. He walks into Sleeping Beauty's bedroom just as her 100-year curse comes to an end, and she wakes before he kisses her. In the most disturbing version of all, the prince rapes her as she sleeps, and when she finally awakes, she has given birth to twins. The mother is not the resentful one now, but the prince's jealous wife is, still not appropriate for children. The story of The Little Mermaid has few differences between origin and Disney film. One difference is the happy ending. As soon as the mermaid is allowed to go to the surface, she secretly saves the prince's life and falls in love with him. The mermaid decides she wants to be human, so that she can be with the prince, as well as having an eternal life in heaven. She visits a sea witch who gives her a potion that will transform her, but she will have to endure the pain of swords whenever she walks, and her feet will constantly bleed. She will also become mute, as she is in the film. Once human, she meets the prince, who is attracted to her and loves watching her dance. However, he is obligated to marry a neighboring king's daughter. He says he won't do it, but soon changes his mind when he discovers that the princess is the one who found him after he nearly drowned. The prince does get married, but unlike the film, he marries someone besides the Little Mermaid. Her heart breaks. Her sisters give her a knife to stab the prince because his blood will make her into a mermaid again, but the Little Mermaid cannot do it, and in her despair tosses herself into the sea, becoming a spirit, a daughter of the air. After hearing the true stories of the Disney princesses, it is easy to see why Disney felt some changes were necessary when making children's movies. Rape and suicide are not generally what a parent looks for in a bedtime story. However, once you're old enough, it is interesting to see how these innocent, unrealistically romantic kids' movies really started out.